objectives that we need to be in line with in regard to COVID-19 and then killing the spread of it as well. So we welcome you, and then we are encouraging you to do that. Always make sure when you cough into your elbow or a tissue. Make sure that you avoid crowded areas. Make sure that you exercise social distancing. Make sure that you listen to good news, not fake news. Let us make sure that we all do this thing. So our topic today is on our day 100 of our lockdown. As we've checked as well yesterday, this is our 60th episode on Facebook Live, on our TV Flizwe. I think there's about 5 discussion in line with lunch with Flizwe in this regard as well. So we are coming, we've been consistent all over. We've been trying all our best to pull our socks to make sure that whatever we come and then present to, it's of value, it's of paramount importance to you. You can take it and implement. And let us congratulate some of my classmates that I see them being promoted, especially in this regard. Skulu Khadebe, we call him Skumbozo, from he's working at ESCOM. He's now the acting area manager in his area in Villiers. So at least he's working closer to home now. So we congratulate him. We congratulate everyone that is consistent in terms of performance, in terms of making sure that they reach their key performance indicators in line with their job mandate, in line with their job objectives. So we encourage everyone to keep the same and then forage and go forward and then implement whatever they've learned in industry. To make us proud to see some of our colleagues progressing, some of our colleagues being promoted to position of high responsibility. It simply means that whatever they've learned is of integrity, it's of importance, and then especially in the power utility, it is of paramount importance that we guys are successful in whatever we do, because that is what we have been taught at university. That is what we have been taught at the school, or taught that we went, we attended. We need to put our customer first. We need to put the people first that we are serving. So thank you very much, and then we welcome and then congratulate you, school, on this mammoth task that you have taken, that the management in terms of ESCOM has put on you, because they entrusted you with whatever you've been doing. You've been consistent throughout. So it is important to be consistent throughout. It is important not to throw in a towel. It is important even when there's too much hurricanes, there's too much storms that are coming at you, but forage forward and then continue to what you're doing. Because it is to the next person, although you might not see, it is of paramount importance that we are doing the best of our possibilities as well. So thank you very much, and then welcome on today's episode. Welcome on the new month, which is July, the 1st of July. I think it is our second month in terms of the economic participation that was brought in by the president. So we thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Like we said, this week we are just going to be short and sweet. We don't want to waste any time. We don't want to go all over the place. And then it's a Wednesday. A Wednesday, it's all about me, my personal story. But remember, it is important that we know all these things that we are doing for the benefit of you. Yes, I might portray my story, but you need to take something there and then use it. Follow us on YouTube, follow us on our LinkedIn, on our Twitter, on our TikTok, on our Instagram. We are found in all those platforms that has to deal with social media. And then bad news that we received as well from our news yesterday. It was in line with TikTok being taken down. In fact, it is I think it's Snapchat, WeChat, and then TikTok. They've been taken down in India. So India, we know they've got billions of citizens. I think close to 1.7 billion citizens. Is the second to China, where China has got 1.9 billion citizens. And then India decided that all the softwares that are made from China, because they are encrypting into their government systems, they are going to take them down. So TikTok, Snapchat, and then WeChat was one of them. That India has taken a resolve that they need to take them down. So it happened yesterday. So you can just imagine Indian community, how they've been active on TikTok in terms of small videos, because sometimes when you need to know, you need to know. You can just go to TikTok and type in there if you want to livestock. You can go in there if you want a machine, how to do the repairing the machine. You can just go there and they give you a video in terms of that. There was an education program that I followed as well when we started the thing of online, where there was a good guy. I think I've made a video. He's a maths lead teacher, or pure maths teacher, where he teaches using TikTok. And then you can just imagine how the impact of TikTok being taken down in India will have on those guys. And then remember, TikTok, you can also make some revenue out of it in terms of gaining bonus points that you can convert and then have something that is valuable. So people were already on that stage in TikTok. But nonetheless, country, if they see that they are threatened by something, then they can decide to do that. US, the United States of America have done it. We know they have done it in terms of Hawaii, where they said they do not want any sales or production of Hawaii in USA, which the China government is still fighting today. So there are a lot of things that are involved in this thing. And then we've heard again yesterday that there's a flu-like symptom, or flu-like symptom or pandemic that is on the rise again in China, which originates from China, but that originate on pigs, but it goes to people as well, and then it can lead to the second pandemic. We're already facing this pandemic, but we can have another second pandemic that we will face sooner as well. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let us go to our topic of today, which is consistency must never be confused with nuisance. I always say, when you're consistent, you must give value. When you're consistent, you'll be there to show, you'll be there to make sure that you are delivering based on the possibilities, based on the what people can take from there and implement. It must never be confused with becoming a nuisance, because a nuisance is something that causes havoc, it causes noise, it's something that you cannot listen when because it is a nuisance. It is something that is havoc. It is something that is disorganized. It is something. So you need to be consistent. You need to know that every day from 5 to 7, I'm doing this show. Between 5 and 7, I'll be doing this show. But do not become a nuisance where you do this because you start now seeing you can have an impact. There's a speech that is done by the opposition leader. I want to do a Facebook Live that is going to disregard that. I know there's a friend of mine that is always doing, especially on the second biggest opposition party, where the EFF CIC, or commander in chief, speaks. This guy will go on YouTube channel and then he will interrogate the speech. He will stop the speech and then and then interrogate the speech in his language of choice, which is African. So it becomes a nuisance when you're doing it that way. You must have facts. It shows that you are now aligned to a certain political party. It shows that you are against a certain somebody. We do not have to do that. You need to be consistent and then have facts, and your facts must be based on the interpolation of the information that you've got. Do not take sides. Do not go with a certain perspective to say this person is already guilty. You need to get the facts. Let us get the facts when we make sure that we are coming on online stream. That is very important. One of the things that gave me the courage as well yesterday, when I was doing my Facebook Live, and then I did a Zoom call with our colleagues from Malaysia, and then they were very happy with the Manicam that we are using, because they say it's very imperative that it puts our name there, T with Lizwe. What am I? I'm an engineer, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a speaker and a podcaster, and I help engineering executives to make sure that they realize the productivity they will have once they can do the synchronization of the following people, processes, and systems in line with understanding of the equipment life cycle. But that can lead to their return on investment in their organization, whether it's a chamber, whether it's a non-profit organization, whether it's a foundation, whether it is a PTY, whether it's a closed corporation, whether it is a cooperative. So those are the aspects. So we learn each day, we learn. And when you are consistent, people will ask you questions, people will DM you, people will comment on the videos, people will say, hey, what you've been doing is it's playing a tremendous role. So how can I do it? How can I become like you? So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be consistent. You have, and then consistency must never be regarded as nuisance. People must be willing to look forward to your show. People must be willing to look forward to the facts that you will be doing. Do not touch here today. Tomorrow you are there. Today you are dealing with this political party. Tomorrow you are dealing with this. So you have allegiances in this case. You do not want to have that. So thank you very much for listening on our today's show. As we become consistent in what we are delivering, as we make sure that we get value out of these programs. And then we salute you. We salute your support. And then we thank you very much. Have a fantastic Wednesday. And then let's look forward and be consistent in whatever we do. Thank you very much. Until we see each other again tomorrow morning. May God bless.